Welcome back everyone to another full trade recap video. Now today I took one winning trade and made just over $1,000 across my account. So we're going to jump into how I took this trade, how you can take this trade, and super strong draws on liquidity that you can find in the market, which is what I found today, which allowed me to catch this trade. These draws will be hit 99% of the time. They are such strong draws on liquidity. So first of all, I want to go over AM session. This trade was actually outside of AM session. Now I never usually trade outside of AM session. The reason for this is because it's simply, I do not want to over trade. I like to just do my AM session and get off. But this week, I've hardly been taking any trades. I saw that we left this draw on liquidity behind that I'll get into later in the video, and I decided to take a trade towards this draw on liquidity. So let's look at AM session to start with. So AM session, obviously we're at all-time highs, but what I did have in mind is the fact that we had this trend line liquidity resting below. So I was not really open to longs until we swept the low of this trend line liquidity. As you can see as well, we had a super strong displacement candle out of this 5-minute gap. We actually inversed this small 5-minute gap as well. So this was like kind of a short setup. Obviously I said I'm not shorting this close to all-time highs, and it's not really a clean inverse either because we already swept some of the trend line. So nothing about this setup was super clean. If you guys don't know, I enter off of inversion fair value gaps and I trade liquidity and fair value gaps as for my higher time frame analysis. So this trade kind of worked, it wouldn't have hit 1R, so it then failed. Now this is a setup that I want to talk about. There was a potential 2-minute and a potential 3-minute long. Now in my opinion, this was a pattern trade. I'm going to make a separate YouTube video on pattern trades, how to avoid them, why they're bad trades, and why they're going to decrease your win rate. So I'm going to make a video on that probably in the coming week. So obviously pattern trades at all-time highs will work. Basically, we left all this liquidity below. We didn't sweep a lot of this. The main draw, which was here, did not get swept. And I hate long in when we have trendline liquidity below. So this, in my opinion, was a pattern trade. Yes, it worked. It was a good pattern trade because we're at all-time highs. And as you can see, it plays out quite nicely to all-time highs. Of course it does. But the thing is here as well, this high is a very high resistance target because it's a high that just delivered us out of this 5-minute fair value gap. So just another reason why this trade wasn't super high probability. And then the rest of the session, we just pumped up and up and up. There was really only one potential trade that you could have took in AM session. I mean, there was a delivery from a 5-minute gap here. I do not think this... Yeah, this was the one actually. So you could have, we had a delivery here, we had a close here. You could have took this knowing it was pretty much a guaranteed break-even trade. Stop loss just below the inversion for 30 points and target 30 points for a 1-to-1. You could have took this and coincidentally it did just about hit the 1-to-1. So that's the only trade I can see as valid from the AM session. But I would never take this. We're so high up, I wanted a bigger retrace. But yeah, in my opinion, this is the only valid setup to take, really. We're away from all this trendline liquidity. We're just pumping up, so these types of longs will work. So let's get on to the trade that I took. So I obviously got off, went away from the charts, did my own thing. But as you can see, we absolutely dumped. Now, what happened when we dumped? So my ideal position, my ideal place to get a long from this morning was this 4-hour fair value gap. This was super obvious. It would have been great if we'd have got a manipulation down into this straight off of market open in AM session for us to then take a long position higher. Unfortunately, we never got that. As you can see, we just went straight up without running any liquidity. Now, we got this huge dump down. And as you can see, we did not tap into the 4-hour gap. Instead, what we actually did is we made perfect equal lows right here on the hourly time frame, the 15-minute time frame, and obviously the 5-minute as well. So perfect equal lows. Now let me just show you guys this inside of my Discord. I have a help sheet section. Liquidity pools tier list. Data wicks in S tier, equal highs and equal lows on the 5-minute time frame or higher is an S tier liquidity pool. If you want access to all these free help sheet sections, join the Discord. It's one of the top links in the description. But yeah, we left this behind. So now I'm thinking, okay, continuation short down to this draw, unfilled 4-hour, and equal lows on the 15-minute and hourly time frame. So, as you can see here, we tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap. My perfect ideal scenario would have been a wick into this more premium fair value gap, but as you can see, we got a nice reaction out of this one. Such a strong draw below. I was not going to fade a setup just because we didn't have a delivery from the more premium gap. Now, if you look at the 5-minute time frame here, we had these combined 5-minute gaps to take a potential short from. There was a lot of fair value gaps here. Now, I did not like this 1 minute at the top, even though it became invalid because, as you can see here, we swept the low. But I did not like this 1 minute inversion at the top. One, it was invalid, like I just said. And two, we were shorting straight into other fair value gaps. So I wanted to wait for more confirmation here, especially with us being at all-time highs. Like, I know there's equal lows below, which is super, super strong, but we can be bullish still at all-time highs. We could have respected this 5 minute and continued higher. So I wanted to wait for this 5 minute to close. The 4 minute actually inversed before the 5 here. Right there. I did not actually enter there because we still hadn't inversed the 5 at the time. So as you can see, we respected the 5 once more, and then we got the close. Now, we did have a weak candle close here, which obviously I didn't favour. But the drawn liquidity here was so strong. All I was waiting for was confirmation that we would break this 5 minute gap. As you can see, we broke every other time frame in the leg. I think besides this, oh no, we even broke the lower 2 minutes. So we broke every time frame in the leg there. Now, confluences for this right now. Perfect equal lows on the 15-minute time frame. Delivery from this 15-minute fair value gap. We're quite a way off of all-time highs now. We're well over 100. Yeah, we're like 300 points from all-time highs. So I'm not worried about all-time highs anymore. This drawn liquidity is all that matters to me. Even if we're going to continue higher, we should tap into this 4-hour fair value gap and then continue higher. So it's a very high probability short for me. These types of trades where we leave equal lows at the low, retrace back up, and then get our continuation shorts are so, so powerful. If you're curious about this indicator, it's simply this indicator that I use. Equal highs and lows by out of options. I noticed these very, very clearly. Didn't even have to look. Just looked at the charts on my phone and could see that these were marked up, which is super strong. It's a super strong ability to have when you see that these equal highs on the high time frame are so obvious. So I simply entered on the candle close here. Now I had two options for my stop loss here. I could either have my usual stop, well, three options technically. I could have my usual stop loss, which was just outside the fair value gap, or outside the inverse for 50 points. I could have a stop loss at the high, which would ruin my risk to reward. I never really have a stop loss at the high anyway. Or I could have a hard stop at the high of this order block for a 30-point stop. I was not this aggressive because I could see our price was delivering here. If you look at like the 2 minute time frame, we're quite choppy. I knew that price would deliver to these equal lows, but this type of chop on the way down did not fill me with confidence that we wouldn't have some type of retrace. So I just had my normal stop loss here, risked for 50 points and just had it nice and wide. Somewhere around this wick was my hard stop here because I didn't want to see us retrace all the way back. I think we should at least respect this order block with the bodies. So and then I target the 1-to-1. I did actually trail my stop loss here, so I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by that. So as you can see, this trade played out pretty much straight away. As you can see, we chopped a little bit and then we finally got that displacement. And when we got that displacement, we went straight through. So yeah, I trailed my stop a little bit. So I was a bit more than, I probably got my triggered around here. So yeah, it was about a 1.3R for me, roughly a 1.3R trade. Perfect setup. You do not ask for anything more in a continuation short than this. It's very risky. I did not expect to be making a trade recap today of taking a winning short position, but you have to react to what the market gives you. And it gives you these equal highs. It's such a strong draw on these equal lows. Sorry, it's such a strong draw on liquidity. Always map these out. Always trade towards these because 80 to 90% of the time these will be hit within the same day. So that's pretty much it for this trade recap. As you can see, the rest of the day has just kind of chopped a bit. We did have some type of news event pretty much straight afterwards. I've had so many news events mid-trade, so I'm glad that this news event happened afterwards. As you can see, we had a huge 1 minute spike candle there. But yeah, great trading day. Unfortunately, for my live trading stream, AM session was a bit boring, but we all talked in the chat, we all stayed patient, and we all took 0 trades. So if you're interested in being in the community with me and the rest of the team, check out the Discord and you can join up and trade live with us every single day. Even on days like today, we stay patient, we talk about the charts, we talk about everything related to trading and even more. So if you're interested in that, check out the Discord. Let me know what you managed to catch today. I think this trade was super good. Let me know if any of you guys caught this. And I will see you all in the next video. Make sure to drop a sub so you do not miss out on any more free educational content. See all of you guys in the next one.